Your eyes. He was looking to
My
attack.
egg broke, so technically I lost.
Broke? Motherfucker broke.
Yeah. Okay,
There's
I just have one question before we wrap up this video.
Uh-huh.
If we were to all crack our eggs, technically...
You're scaring me. I gotta come with
Listen. Is it technically you lost of who's cracked first?
Yes. I don't know.
Please. I'm gonna need you guys to both focus up on this 4-minute video.
What?
What is going on?
Hello Nick, hello Chris, and hello everybody watching this video. I know that you might be confused on why I am playing you this video in the middle of an Egg Dad video, but there is very good reason. And it's going to start with the second I knew we were filming this video.
You look like a villain. This is like
They decided to
Lost
crack the
Files.
eggs during the first drawing attempt. I knew I was not going to play fair. I was going to win this challenge, and I was going to be the best dad of my egg. And I was going to let them
My egg's a phony.
be the bad dads that they are. So, the second that they cracked the eggs, I went to the carton and I grabbed new eggs. But before that, I also made sure that there were 2 eggs that looked extremely similar to theirs.
What?
I put them at the bottom of the carton so I knew which 2 to grab when I went into my plan later in the day. Then, when we were taking the videos of the eggs to put on the screen, when Nick told you whose egg was who, I calculated that I would be the one to record the eggs so that I had an exact image of what their eggs looked like at all times. On the screen, when Nick told you whose egg was who,
Shut up! I am like so. Be quiet and watch. I am like quiet and watch. Wait a second.
back.
Wait a second. I am bamboozled.
This is the most rogue Matt thing I've ever
Why
seen.
is it so
The
quiet?
most effort he's ever put into anything in his life.
I calculated that I would be the one to record the eggs so that I had an exact image of what their eggs looked like at all times. The next thing I did was, I am always the one to clean up a mess. So when I picked up the Sharpies and put them back
No. Quiet. No. Quiet.
I made sure to take the 3 that I was going to need at the colors that they used. I brought them to my room and I put them in my box. Lucky me, I did not do this on purpose, but Chris got caught by a pretty easy distraction of his wallet being in the washing machine. Roll the clip.
What?
I have a fear that it's in my shorts.
Your wallet is in your
I
shorts.
have a fear that it is.
No, I'll just leave it.
Wow.
Wow. Cooked.
With this now new knowledge, I knew that Chris would be way too focused on his wallet and not on his egg. While me and Nick already had our eggs in our pocket, ready to go for the rest of the challenge, Chris was too busy seeing if the tracker in his wallet got ruined by the washing machine or not, so he was on his phone. With him being on his phone, it struck the perfect opportunity to
Right?
bring in my newly drawn
Quiet.
compare it to his,
Quiet.
simply see that they were a carbon copy, and switch them out and put the real egg in my pocket. Chris's egg was very easy to draw. I just had to make sure that the lines did not pass the red line of his head, and make sure that his eyes had the dots in the mouth.
Watch it! Watch! Shut up!
Nick was a good egg dad. He sat there and held his egg while watching TV and doing everything that he was doing. I knew that he was going to be the problem, and he was going to be my biggest competition. Not only was Nick a very attentive father to his egg, but he did a good drawing. But the only thing that he was missing was the fact that he was smudging it all day long. In the pocket, out of the pocket. So what did I do? I drew his egg perfectly, carbon copy. Then I went to my bathroom and grabbed a face cloth, and I simulated the motion of taking the egg out of the pocket over and over and over again until I realized that the smudges will match, and mine is honestly a little more bold than his. Then, as we were eating dinner and cleaning the table, we decided to put all of our eggs on the same plate. Nick went upstairs before dinner, and that was the perfect opportunity to go back into the room, compare the eggs, make sure they were close enough, and take his and put it in my pocket and walk back to my room. Now the hard part was done. The false eggs were put out into the world, and the real ones were in my possession. There were only 2 more things that I had to do. One of them, it was gruesome, it was evil, but your eggs were my breakfast.
Continue watching.
After eating them, they were very delicious, but the hardest part after that was just making sure that you didn't fall for the trap and realize that your egg was a phony. And you guys were too caught up to even...
Shut up! Most important part.
And you guys were too caught up to even think about the fact that I was smart enough to do this. But thank you. You have lost this challenge. You have lost this challenge.
Case in point.
Don't fuck with me.
I feel like I don't know who you are.
I was about to say, I don't think I could ever trust Matt to say.
That was